So with Ren's new track on the way later today, a few of us who make reaction videos are dropping, and yes, I use the word dropping, as that's what YouTubers say, and I'm a YouTuber now. A few of us are dropping new Ren videos of our own in support of him. So if you do have a favourite Ren reactor, check out their channel today, as they may have something out too. So I wanted to put together a bit of a montage, which hopefully won't attract about 9,000 copyright claims, that gives some insight into just why people love Ren so much. Hi, my name is Stuart. I'm a therapist from the UK. I work predominantly with people who have experienced trauma, and I specialise in something called acceptance and commitment therapy. My very first ever music reaction was to Hi Ren, and I was drawn to it because I felt underlying that track was a message of acceptance. And not just one of acceptance, but one of hope, and that one can move forward with life despite facing very difficult circumstances. And since then, I've been astounded by the support of his fans and followers. Not just their support for him, but also their support for each other, me included. And I've had several messages from people just kind of checking in with me and making sure I'm doing okay, because I am exposing myself to a wide range of sensitive topics, and saying they are here for me and supportive of me. And that just shows the type of support network and conversation that Ren is opening up. So just what is it that people love about Ren? Well, there's a few things that come to my mind. Vulnerability. Look at him sharing his experience here.
It's been ages since I've done a blog, and I just thought I'd do one now. I don't know why, but things have gotten loads worse. In the past 3 weeks I've been getting out of the house about 5 minutes a day. The foods that I can eat are now just meat and a few vegetables. And if I eat anything more, I have to, it just feels like my whole body shuts down and I feel like I'm dying. I can't do it for much longer. It's just like I'm just watching my life disappear, and I need help. And I'm determined that there's something that I can do. But I want to make this video because I want people to know how bad it is. You don't see how bad it is, because people like me just spend all the fucking time in the house and you don't see it and you don't experience it. I just want to live. I want to be alive so much. And so I'm putting this up because I just want to be as honest as possible. It's taken away my life and all my dreams. I can barely make music these days, and I'm watching everybody else grow up and do all the things that people do when they grow up. I just spend all my life in a house watching the world just pass. I want somebody who can take notice of this video and do something with it.
And we have followed him through his journey.
Because the more I resisted, like the more that I fought against that fact, the more I was like bitter about it and angry about it, like the more I was like, why the fuck is it me? Why is it my body that hurts? Like why my friends get to go and live normal happy lives and go and get to experience all the things that someone in their early 20s gets to experience. I was really bitter about that. It wasn't until I stopped resisting that fact that life became enjoyable. And I know that I'm crying right now, but I'm genuinely, for the most part, very happy, even though I still put up with a lot of symptoms. I am. It might be hard to convince you right now, but I am. I'm very happy in life, and I feel very fulfilled, and I feel like I'm doing things that I would have dreamt of years ago.
And because of what he has been through and his experience, his songs open up a wide range of what some people might consider taboo topics. Topics that lead to difficult conversations, but topics that should be and need to be discussed nonetheless.
A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's it. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it.
It happened on these very streets, two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
And when someone tries to call him out on being open and honest and talking about these difficult things and about his experience, he doesn't back down. he stands his ground. And in my modality, acceptance and commitment therapy, he stands committed to his message, his values, and what's truly important to him.
CNN used my video to show that TikTok is poisoning the minds of children all over the world. The ironic thing is, it looked to me like all the videos that they chose were actually resources for people trying to support people. I understand, right, that by being exposed to a lot of that sort of stuff, maybe somebody can start romanticizing it. And they're not acknowledging the benefits of young people being able to share and express themselves and talk to each other and relate to each other when they might feel scared to do that in like a school environment or a public setting. But CNN don't seem to be offering any solutions other than total censorship. You know, like, if we just sweep that under the rug, we don't have to think about it, so it doesn't exist. Of course it still exists, you just haven't given people the resource to be able to share about it. And look, you're trying to bubble wrap all the people who've never experienced trauma to the detriment of the people who have. And my song in that bit of great reporting was also taken out of context. It's a song about accepting your inner critical thought so that you can live a more peaceful and happy life. And also consider the fact that if these topics are trending and being fed to people within search algorithms, it might not be causative, it might be reactionary, because we're living in an epidemic of insecurity that's caused not just by the fact that we're constantly under a microscope 24/7 in social media, but also things like over-sensationalization in the news. And really, we all need to take responsibility to lift each other up, because that's the way that we're going to heal.
And something magical happens when you bring together genuine vulnerability, genuine relatability, experience, and opening up conversations about things that nearly all of us struggle with. And that magic is it promotes healing.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck. Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. and for those of us who aren't. Freckled angels stand strong, freckled angels live on, freckled angels climb higher, freckled angels still inspire, freckled angels won't forget you, teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you, now my wings are missing feather, otherwise I'd come and join you, but for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body, but for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage, and that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
So as you can see, Ren has touched many of our lives, including my own, and we are very thankful to him for that, and long may that continue. I hope you enjoy his new track coming up later. I'll be recording my own reaction to it and putting that up on my channel probably early next week at some point. Thanks for watching everyone, take care, goodbye.